समारंभां नित्यानंदेश्वरी मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वंदे गुरुपरंपराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूं। I welcome all the devotees, disciples, samajis, satsangis sitting with us all over the world at this moment through Nityananda TV, Sadhana TV, Lotus News Channel, Janashri TV, Ishwar TV, and through two-way video conferencing in 25 places, having Nayana Diksha in 22 countries around the world as per the statistics. Cities sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha, Kuala Lumpur, Palani, Singapore, Singapuram, Houston, Kalahasti, Seattle, Chidambaram, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Los Angeles, Arunachalam, San Jose, Madurai, Ohio, Prayag, Nityanandeshwara Hindu Temple, Charlotte, Houston, Kalahasti, Toronto, Kailasam, Guadalupe, Rameshwaram, Hyderabad, Nityanandanagaram, San Diego, Oceanside, Pidadishwari's Training Center, Salem, Jorpatti, Nepal, Adi Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Avattipalayam, Oman, Sivagangai, Dakota Dunes, Surrey, British Columbia, Paris, Kalighat, Jorpatti, Nepal, Colorado Springs, USA, Port Washington, New York, Grasse, France, Bangalore North, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, New York, Varanasi, Paris, Kalighat, Mill Valley, Vairavangoyil, Enriching Temple, Bidadi, Surrey, British Columbia. I welcome all of you with my love and blessings. Today, 21st batch Inner Awakening, 11th day, we are beginning the third level, the science of creation in Inner Awakening. All completion is for creation. Nityanandeshwara Brahmotsava, 4th day today. So Nityanandeshwara, Nityanandeshwari are gracing us here as part of the Brahmotsava celebrations. Batch Engineers and 21st batch Nirahara Samyama. This time both are overlapping. 21st batch Inner Awakening and 21st batch Nirahara Samyama. Today I'll expand on the science of creation. Before entering into the subject, the science of creation, creating, I'll complete with whatever I was speaking yesterday. Yesterday in the morning satsang I was expanding on how visualization, understanding about form and visualization can directly liberate you and lead you to spontaneous completion. Please listen. Come to the space of listening. The form which you see as no problem, but the incompletion you infuse into it as a problem. Please listen. This one example. In your whole life, you may see the snake only once or twice, that also from a very safe distance. But every day, the number of times you remember the snake with fear and the panic attack you go through with the fear, the panic attack you go through with that visualization, and the damage that panic attack does to your system, you die by the remembrance of the snake, not by seeing or getting bitten by the snake. The remembrance kills more number of people. Remembrance reduces your longevity. Remembrance reduces the longevity in more number of lives than actual happening. The remembrance of poverty makes you live as a miser. Miser and poor are one and the same. Poor at least knows he does not have, but miser, he thinks he has, but never knows how to live. So listen, miser and the poor are one and the same. Miser and the poor are one and the same. Listen. Who is miser? Who lives with the remembrance of poverty. All the time he remembers poverty. Because he remembers poverty all the time, he is in deep insecurity. Because he is in deep insecurity, he never lives the money he has. So miser is poor guy who is poor psychologically also. Same way, if you don't use your body by doing yoga and being active, you are also a miser. Many people, oh, if I work too much in this age, later on I will fall sick, my health will collapse. As I said, these people also by remembrance of diseases, they live in disease. The remembrance makes you live now itself in that same space. Listen, this is a very important thing. Many times, the moment you start doubting this relationship in my life, this person is going to move out of my life, you feel, before he moves out, let me move out. Before he hurts me, let me hurt him. So just because you start thinking he may move out, you move out of his life. You distance yourself. How many of you have done this? Raise your hand. This is again just by remembrance, just by thinking, destroying the life. Listen. Just by thinking, I may become poor, already you start living a life of poverty. Just by thinking, he may move out of my life, I'll feel hurt, you start moving out of his life or her life. What a pathetic condition human beings live. Under the dominance of the devilish dragon, demonic visualization called incompletion. Don't you see? What a strange life we are living, if we think he will distance from us friend or a brother or a sister or father or mother or son, whatever relationship, or even guru, all right, even if he distances, when he distances, let us face, no, he may distance. So let me distance now itself. It is like, because you are going to die one day, today itself drink poison and commit suicide. Is that a life? Is that an intelligent decision? There are fools. Anyhow, one day I am going to die. Why not? Let me drink poison today itself and die. No, that is not an intelligent life. That is not intelligent decision. Listen. Instead, any one day I am going to be complete. Let me become complete from today. That should be the decision. That is what is Smaranat Arunachalam. Any one day I am going to be liberated. Let me remember Arunachala now itself and be liberated. Understand, whatever you think is going to happen, is going to happen. So, build your beliefs in the right direction that it is going to happen. Please listen. Whatever you think is going to happen, is going to happen, because you will make it happen. You will make it happen. You are powerful enough. If you want to be a leader, enlightened one, you will make it happen, because you are capable. If you want to live in poverty, you are constantly thinking about it, you will make it happen. You will get into poverty. If you think, how much ever I practice, I'll only be in the space of powerlessness, you will make it happen, because that's what you wanted. So, all you need to do, just shift your core visualization, core cognition, your core energy, your core understanding. I tell you, I'll give you few examples. Instead of all the time fighting with your mind, which is thinking about negative things like, what will happen if I fall sick? What will happen if I become poor? What will happen if I become bankrupt? What will happen if this happens, that happens? Then you tell your mind, no, that and all will not happen, don't bother. This is the fight all the time you are doing. Am I right? How many of you are all the time in this fight? Shift the very zone of fight into positive creation. For example, if you are all the time afraid of bankruptcy, decide, I am going to become billionaire. So now the fight will be in your inner space, will I become billionaire or not? You may have millions, but the fight will no more be whether bankruptcy or not. Let the fight be always in the zone of creation, not in the zone of destruction. You are fighting in a wrong zone. Please understand. Mahabharata beautifully says, let the fight be in Kurukshetra. In Sanskrit, Kurukshetra means space of creation, field of creation. Kuru, doing. Let the fight be in the space of doing, creation. Please listen. It is not Gurukshetra, it is Kurukshetra. Kuru means doing. The whole place of fight should be different, not with the lowest realm, with the highest realm. So you will always be in the middle. In your fight itself, you will be in the middle. And the end, you will always be in the peak. So let always your fight be, will I become CEO or not? Not that will I lose this job or not. Now all your fight is, will I lose this job or not? All your worrying, all your thinking, all your cognition, all your basic cognition is, will I lose this job or not? Even in your nightmare, in your dreams, you are only worried about, will I lose this job or not? No. Will I become CEO or not? Shift the battlefield. Let it be Kurukshetra. Let the Kurukshetra be the battlefield. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. All, please listen. The fight in your life is in the field of creation. You are living Dharma. If it is in the field of failure, you are living Adharma. This is the exact meaning of the first sloka in Gita. Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre Samaveda Yuyutsavaha Mamaka Pandavas Chaiva Kimakurvata Sanchaya. Listen. Life is fight till you are enlightened. But let your fight be in the field of creation, not constantly in the field of losing. Let your visualization be, will I become CEO or not? Will I reach my peak health or not? Will I become a great yogi or not? Will I become a great jnani or not? Will I become a rich guy or not? Will I become a powerful guy or not? Will I become a leader or not? Will I become enlightened or not? Let the fight be in the direction of Kuru, creation. I tell you, if your fight is in the direction of Kuru, very easily you will win the game with very less stress, very less stress. I tell you, there are some political leaders who have very less stress than Swadhus and Swamis, because their fighting zone is in the field of creation. The sadhus, their fighting zone is in the field of failure. The ground on which the battle happens decides your existence and expansion. Don't be constantly fighting with, will the snake bite and die? Will the snake bite me and I will die? Or will I get a heart attack and die? Will my health collapse? Will I become bankrupt? Will I lose this job? No. When will I become yogi? When will I reach my peak health? When will I become CEO? When will I become the top peak power center? When will I become enlightened? Let the battlefield, battleground be shifted. And I tell you, it does not take more than 48 hours to convince you to shift the battleground for yourself. You just need to complete with some of the self-doubts which you are carrying, which you got it as a Sridhana from your family, from your elders. Just you need to complete with those self-doubts which you got as a Sridhana from your elders. Complete with them. Change the battleground. Immediately you will experience so much of completion. I tell you, the moment you change the battleground, you may become even enlightened. Because it's your default parking spot that decides whether you are enlightened or not. Otherwise, you are enlightened. You just need to remember and reclaim it. The best way to remember and reclaim it is complete with the self-doubt and shift the battleground. See, now your battleground is, any one day I am going to become bankrupt. Let me delay as much as possible. Instead, any one day I am going to become the richest being. Let me do it as early as possible. So your goal should be your parking spot, default parking spot. You can take your car wherever you want. Finally you will park where it belongs to, means your garage. Same way your mind can go wherever it wants. But at the end of the day it should come and get parked in the spot of your goal, not your accident. Accidents may happen, may not happen, but accident spot cannot be parking spot. In your life, bad things may happen, may not happen, but that is not the spot where you will park yourself. Listen, your parking spot should be the spot of creation, spot of Kurukshetra. Duryodhanadis were all the time fighting with their insecurity. Pandavas were all the time fighting to create Indraprastha. So the Pandavas were living in Dharma. Kauravas were living in self-destructive mentality, Adharma. Please listen. If you think any one day I am going to become bankrupt, let me do whatever I can to protect, stop, delay, you are in Adharma. Because you are pull. See, inside you, you have a powerful force, whether it acts like a power of gravity or power of levitation. Whether it is going to be pulling you down or raising you up, whether you are in the hands of gravity or grace. If you are in the hands of gravity, you are going towards grave. If you are in the hands of grace, you are going to become great. So your default cognition, and I tell you, the moment your battleground changes, your strategies will change, your understanding will change, your whole expression will change. Just the other day I was sitting with Atal Acharya and discussing. We got a very old book, a reference notes about Akada, which says when Aurangzeb attacked Varanasi, the Jnanavapi war, 2 lakh Atal Naga sannyasis conquered the Aurangzeb's army, won the war and protected Varanasi Vishwanath temple. But unfortunately, during a festival, after 2 months, during a festival when Nagas were without weapon, when they were celebrating, doing rituals, they attacked, they did a guerrilla attack and killed the top leaders. So we were discussing all these points. Swamiji was telling, Atal Acharya Mahamandaleshwara was telling, still we have all those relics, memories, Swamiji. In those days, we used to have 1 lakh sadhus to study and teach, 5 lakh sadhus to wage war and conquer, 5 lakh sadhu army, 1 lakh sadhu studying. Shastradari 5 lakh, Shastradari 1 lakh. I told him, Swamiji, it is my commitment to Atal Pita. It is my commitment to Akada. It is my commitment to the Sarvanya Pita. We will revive. Bring at least 10 lakh sadhus. We will become at least 10 lakh sadhus Akada. See, now our need is different. We don't need to now take a weapon and wage war. No, we don't need that. But we need Shastradaris who teach and who learn and teach, who learn and preach. We need Shastradaris. We don't need Shastradaris. We don't need sadhus with weapon. We don't need to go for any fight. But we need to be Shastradaris, studying and teaching. Swamiji was telling, how is it possible, Swamiji, to bring that kind of a number back? I said, it is possible because we will have to completely make the human society, modern society, understand. See, it is not that already people who are interested in spirituality, I'll go and inspire them and make them sannyasis. No. We will have to start from the scratch and make a common man understand the need and importance and utility value. If we are waiting, sitting, oh, all the people who are interested, let them come to our temple. Whoever comes regularly, we will start talking to them. And after that, we will inspire them. Then we will make them attend IEA. Then we will ask them, why don't you take up sannyas? Or if you are already married, why don't you at least give a child to take up sannyas? When will this happen? No. I am not that kind of a strategist. Reach out to the humanity, tell them the reason you are destroying yourself with suicides, drug and depression is not having right knowledge about life. Shrunvandu Vishwe, listen, O humanity. Amritasya putraha, you guys are son of immortality. Vedahameham purusham mahantam. I have realized the truth. I am here to share with you. शृण्वन्तु विश्वे अमृतस्य पुत्राः वेदाहमेहं पुरुषं महान्तं. Listen, O humanity. You need to know only by reviving the Vedic tradition. Thousands and thousands, lakhs and lakhs, taking up the lifestyle of learning and teaching this great science of completion, these great spiritual truths. Only with that we can save humanity from depression, drugs and death. आज मैं सृष्टि और निर्माण के विज्ञान के बारे में बात करूंगा. पहले मैं आपको समझाऊंगा कि कैसे विजुअलाइजेशन यानी मानसिक दर्शन आपको मुक्ति और पूर्णत्व दे सकता है. जो रूप आप देखते हैं उसमें कोई समस्या नहीं है, किंतु जो अपूर्णता आप उसमें बारते में वही समस्या है. उदाहरण रूप आप नाक को शायद एक ही बार जीवन में देखेंगे, किंतु उसका स्मरण आपको जीवन भर असुरक्षित रखता है, जीवन भर असुरक्षित रखता है. उदाहरण रूप निर्दंत समस्या नहीं है, निर्दंता समस्या नहीं है, किंतु निर्दंता का स्मरण और वो अपूर्णता समस्या है, क्योंकि वो व्यक्ति हर क्षण निर्दंता का स्मरण करता है, वो असुरक्षा में लगातार रहता है और आप मानसिक रूप से निर्दान होते हैं. इस तरह अपूर्णता का राक्षस आपके जीवन की सुंदरता का विनाश कर देता है. जो भी आप सोचता है कि होने वाले है वो जरूर होगा, क्योंकि आप उस वास्तविकता का निर्माण करेंगे. इसीलिए वही सोचिए जो आप वास्तविकता में निर्मित करना चाहते हैं. बस अपनी मूल समाज, मूल बोध, मूल मानसिक दर्शन इसी परिवर्तित कीजिए. आपका मन हमेशा नकारात्मक सोच में आपको फंसाता है. अपने युद्ध के क्षेत्र को परिवर्तित कीजिए, सृष्टि के क्षेत्र में युद्ध कीजिए, ना कि विनाश के क्षेत्र में. उदाहरण रूप आपका युद्ध, आपका सोच, क्या मैं यह नौकरी को दूंगा, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए, बल्कि क्या मैं सीईओ बनूंगा, ऐसे होना चाहिए. इसीलिए महाभारत का युद्ध धर्म क्षेत्र कुरुक्षेत्र में हुआ. ध्यान से सुनिए, कुरु का अर्थ है सृजन, कुरुक्षेत्र का अर्थ है सृष्टि का क्षेत्र. इसका अर्थ है कि महाभारत युद्ध सृष्टि का दिशा में हुआ. आपके जीवन के युद्ध और संघर्ष भी सृष्टि के क्षेत्र में ही होना चाहिए. फिर अब जीवन का युद्ध बहुत सरलता से और बहुत कम तनाव के साथ होगा. मैं कभी एक योगी बनूंगा, मैं कभी सीईओ बनूंगा, मैं कभी नेता बनूंगा. इस सोच विचार के साथ सृजन के क्षेत्रों में युद्ध कीजिए. बस 48 घंटों में आप इस बोध को परिवर्तित कर सकते हैं. बस आपको अपने सोच आत्मसंदेह के साथ पूर्णत्व करना है. आपके मन कहीं भी जा सकता है, किंतु उसी आपके सृजन करना का उद्देश्य स्थल में पार्क करना चाहिए, नहीं, ना कि एक्सीडेंट के स्थल में जब आप सृष्टि की दिशा में कार्य करते हैं, आप धर्म में हैं। जब आप स्वयं के विनाश की दिशा में कार्य करते हैं, आप अधर्म में हैं। जब आपका युद्ध क्षेत्र परिवर्तित होता है, आपकी रणनीति परिवर्तित हो जाएगी। अब हम अगले भाग डायल द अवतार में प्रवेश करेंगे। आप मुझे कॉल कर सकते हैं। कॉल करने का फोन नंबर आपके टीवी स्क्रीन पे है।
Question from devotee. Last year, Swamiji mentioned that for the next 3 years, which is 2012 to 2015, there is a cosmic conscious shift happening, and attending the inner awakening during this period is highly beneficial. Can you explain the significance of attending inner awakening in December in Bali in this context? Also,
Please understand, this 3 years, the cosmos is going through a huge positive shift. You can see, last year we finished all the negativities. All the poison is over. This year we are expanding, and this Bali inner awakening is entry into positive explosion. Please understand, that is why this Bali inner awakening is completely altogether a different level. Different level, IA level 4, everything is totally altogether different level. Whether the yogic techniques you are going to practice, or the kriyas you are going to do, or the panchakriyas you are going to do, or the understandings you are going to have, everything is going to be totally different. So, practically, you will have amazing power of words, power of thinking, power of feeling, and power of living. Above all the non-mechanical parts of your brain will be awakened. Many powers which you have inside, which you do not know, will be awakened. And what more I can say other than come and experience. It's really time now that the whole Nityananda Sangha also changes, shifts the battleground. Each one of you should shift the battleground. Even many of you guys are in the battleground of survival mode. Anyhow, I am going to be extincted. Better let me survive. Let me survive. Let me survive. No. Shift it. Anyhow, we are going to become a million sadhus. We are going to become a Sangha with 10,000 temples. Let us do it as early as possible. Shift the battleground. That is victory. Understand? Shifting battleground itself is a victory. Because your whole cognition will be flowing in the direction. Your whole energy will be flowing in the direction. Your whole thinking will be flowing in the direction. Your whole existence will be flowing in the direction. Your whole strategy planning will be flowing in the direction. Only if you know you are going to make it, you will even take the risk of investing in it. Whether it is your time, energy, money, interest, emotion, anything. Investing anything happens only when you know you are going to make it. There is a question from Ma Bhaktika. I am not able to trust enough to let go and declare completion and shift the ground of fight. I know it is perfectly possible, but I am not able to trust. Then just perish and disappear. That's all. No, you know, fire will burn me. I should not put my hand in the fire, but still I am not able to move my hand out of fire. I am touching the fire. Then what can be done? Get burnt and perish. It's do or die. When you know it is possible, why don't you do it? We are Mahanirvani Akkada, we have to revive it to 10 lakh sadhus. It's our life. We do it. We will do it. 10 lakh sadhus should learn the science of completion. Go around and teach the science of completion to the world. It has to be done. That is life. It has to be done, and that is life. I bless you all, let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility and enriching with eternal bliss, Nityananda. Thank you. Let you all achieve, experience, live, express, radiate, share and explode in eternal bliss. Nityananda.
Nityananda Dhyanapitham, Nityananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nityananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.